Okay, I'm gonna start going over the roles for those of you who, if you didn't read my doc. It's a pretty simple game, I think.
Yep.
Um, Not a ton changed, but there's a couple of key changes that I think will be interesting. So I'll pretty much just read what I wrote off. So I'll start with the werewolf team. Is going to be, is this going to be in here? Yes. So there's going to be a lone wolf. They have to be the last wolf alive, so that is their win condition. They would want to be in the final two, being the only wolf. And they, each night after the wolves pick a kill, I will wake up the lone wolf, and they will be able to redirect a kill to somebody else other than who they decided on as a group. And they can do that up to 3 times in the game. So you want to choose wisely as to when to do it. Oh, Lucas is joining as well. Okay.
You can't kill another wolf still, though, right?
What's that?
Can they kill another wolf or no?
Yes, that's the idea.
Okay.
So yeah, the lone wolf, they have to be the last wolf alive. And also they will not register to Merlin, which is going to be this game's not really a seer. It's going to be broken, but I'll explain it in a second. The wolf cub is, you all know, when they get killed, you get an extra kill the following day. I would say I will allow, like, if the lone wolf kills the wolf cub, I would give them +2 kill, or an extra kill the following day, because I don't know, why not? And then the Wolfman is just, they appear as a villager to Merlin. Then jumping down to the village team, I'm just going to start with Merlin, because that's kind of the basis of my idea for this game, is that they are going to know most of the werewolves to start the game. So basically, night 1, I will just say all the wolves except for the lone wolf and the Wolfman, and then any lichens that are in the game. Lichens will know who they are. I would just say stick your thumb up while your eyes are closed. So it's kind of just normal werewolf. I just wanted to try that style, see if it works. I think I'll confirm how many people that Merlin should see, and then I'll let them just write down or whatever everyone that is a werewolf and or lichen. And then Merlin pretty much knows all this information. They can try to communicate it to their team, but if they die, the werewolves will get an extra kill for the rest of the game. So it might be broken. It might be it might not be very fun for the werewolves that just get outed by Merlin. But I think it sounds interesting. I wanted to build a role around Melissa, who always knows all the werewolves, and that was what I came up with, and we'll see how it goes. There's also, like I said, lichens. They know that they're lichens. It's not a secret, and they just appear. They'll have to stick their thumb up when I ask for werewolves. The beholder will know who Merlin is, so they can try to steer information based off of what they're saying. The troublemaker is each night I will allow them to call for an extra hanging during the day, and I will not announce that there is an extra hanging. I would just, after we kill, I would say, all right, find someone else, rather than saying we're going to bed right away. Yeah, so that's how I'm
Can they
planning
do
on
that
doing
every
that.
night?
Correct, if they want to. So I think the idea would be that if Merlin just came out with his info, you could start killing werewolves quicker, but once he dies, the werewolves are also going to be killing quicker. That's why I'm like, this will probably just be a quick game. But I don't know. I just wanted to try it. Then the villagers, I'm giving an actual somewhat role. It's kind of like a group dynamic. So each night they will, without waking up, just hold up a name. I use like put on your forehead or something that the camera will see, and write it big enough that I can see it from your forehead, please, hopefully. And you're going to show a name. So if you just showed Joseph or whatever, if at least half of the living villagers chose the same player, then that player is protective. If there's a perfect split, if it was, 4 and 4 or whatever, I would say both of them are protected. And then obviously if the werewolves target them, they do not die, but they are no longer able to be protected by the village again. So the village can only save each person once, and if there's fewer than 3 villagers alive, then their ability will not work. I'll still tell them to do it, obviously, but they can't actually save anymore. Yeah, I would not be able to see that, Yahoo. This might not work, but we'll see. My idea was I would just give everyone time to write stuff down before they go to sleep. I would just mute, and like the werewolves could write who they're going to kill, the villagers write who they want to protect, and everyone else can just pretend to be writing something or putting something on their phone, and it wouldn't be obvious, or you don't have to be inconspicuous about it because it's a mechanic of the game, and you don't have to hide it.
Can we discuss that?
Yeah.
who we want to
So
protect.
that was kind of my idea. Like everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm a villager. I'm gonna protect this person," writing down killing Joseph. So whatever, however you want to do it. There's also going to be bots in the game, which are just attached to any role. And then there's going to be a cursed in the game, which is assigned to a villager. They do not know they're cursed. There's a cursed villager. It is the withhold villager. There's lichens, who what did I decide? I think the lichens will be allowed to vote in the village thing. But so they're a villager, but they also just know that they are a lichen. They know they're pretty hairy. They can accept that fact.
So will the bots be villagers or can it be anyone?
They can be anyone. So the bots are they have a quirk that they have to perform. So I will tell them. So kind of like the robots from Tom's game a while ago, but they don't have anything special attached to it. It's just they have a strict circumstance that they have to follow, or else I could choose to kill them.
It does make sense because Kwame is here, so.
So I mean, Joseph, did you kind of come up with that? I think it was your idea.
Yeah, I do them like that.
Twisted from.
Yeah, from Tom's. Yeah.
But I do like it. I like the idea of having attributes.
Yeah, me too.
That can be.
Are we also doing my system?
Yeah, that was my plan. So we're gonna do the 2 nominations, and then it's a vote up for the first, vote down for the second. I was planning on just doing eyes open. I don't know if you wanted to try eyes closed, we can. But
I steer towards more eyes open, actually.
Okay. I like the idea of eyes closed, but it just sounds like more work for me.
Yeah, it takes longer, and I don't know how much it adds, actually.
So can you explain how that's going to work?
So, yeah, Joseph, you explain it.
Okay, so each day we will find someone will nominate someone, and that has to be second, and that person is the first candidate. Then we do the same process once more when we have 2 candidates. Then those 2 will go up against each other, so it will be like kill this person or kill that person.
And one of them has to be killed?
Well, if it's a tie, then nobody dies, in my system at least. So you could try to get a tie going, but...
So it's like,
but if you vote yes for one, you're voting to kill the other.
Can we withdraw?
Right, so you will always kill somebody.
Well, even if it's a tie, or...
What's that? Oh yeah, if there's a tie, sure, but it's unlikely.
Yeah, it's unlikely.
And trying to plan for a tie, that's a waste of time. Don't do it. I got asked a question. The village can protect the same person multiple nights in a row, but once they get protected, once they actually get attacked and protected in that way, they can't be any future protections on them would be ineffective, if that makes sense.
Okay, so they would have to be attacked before that protection goes away. Of a sense. Correct. So we can protect them every night until they get attacked, then we can't.
Well, we won't know. Like, we will still protect them, but it's not gonna work. Like.
So anyways, I'll be honest, I don't know how balanced this is gonna be, but let's try it. Hopefully it's not.
So you can only
fun.
be protected once per game. Is that right? So if the village picks
you can
Merlin...
be protected multiple times, but you can only be protected from an actual attack once per game. So in theory,
so
if Merlin
came
out
every
right
time,
away,
his first attack will be fine, but then the second one will go through.
So if Merlin comes out day 1, like the werewolves attack him, and the village protects him, and so nothing happens, and then the next day, Merlin will die, and then the werewolves get +1 kills for the rest of the game, and based on the math I was doing, I think that would put werewolves in the favor. So I don't think you just want to come out outright, because you don't know all the werewolves, because there's a wolfman and a lone wolf that you don't know, so you still have to figure those out. So I think, but Merlin obviously doesn't want to die without giving their info as well. So
Merlin is instead of the seer. There's no
correct. There's no seer. There's just someone that knows that a bunch of people
are.
Merlin,
the wolves are all gonna just put their thumb up to tell Merlin who they are.
Yeah, so I will say
the wolves and lichen, but not wolfman.
And like there may or may not be more than one lichen as well.
Okay.
And the wolfman and lone wolf do not.
Okay.
It's really cool. It's sort of like a seer, but speeded up instead of having to check every night. They already know.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Yahoo.
Yeah, it's the resistance approach.
Yeah, so I mean, I was trying to build it around Melissa that always knows the werewolves and try to make some role like around it, but trying to make it not broken. And I think it might be broken in favor. I don't know in favor of who though. So
it's gonna be fun to try it. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for being my guinea pigs. Anyways, I'll start messaging out roles
I got
here.
one question about the villager thing. Like, if we're holding something up since our eyes are closed and you can't see it, are you going to try to indicate in some way? Because it's just one of those things you say, like, Adam,
That's why I was
hold down
saying
up
just put it on
higher,
your
it's kind of
forehead.
obvious. Okay.
Or try to put it on your forehead, or just in direct sight of from your camera to your forehead.
As long as you don't say Simon, you need to move your thing up a bit.
Yeah.
So is it like if you can't read it, it doesn't count? It's kind of
Is
how
yours
it works.
blank, Alex? Because I cannot see that.
Yep, it's just blank. Just
Okay.
trying to gauge
I
the
was really, really
position.
worried.
Just
I was
practicing
like,
the
if people
forehead.
are writing just like
But
on
just
12,
one word is white.
12-point fonts in their little, notebook paper, and I'm not gonna read that. So at night, when someone dies, I will say that whether or not they were a werewolf or the villager. In the morning, when someone dies, I will not. I will just say someone has died. That way, it hides when the lone wolf uses their ability to kill other werewolves. Are there
the
any
werewolves
other?
know.
Right.
Yeah, and they should share that with us. That would be helpful.
Okay. Does anyone have any questions? Otherwise, we will get started here. Hopefully,
We
don't butcher this.
is the village team? Let me see. Never mind. I think I figured out. Never mind. I got it in my head.
Okay. So I think everyone has their roles, and at that, everyone can go to sleep, and we will do the first night stuff, or night 0, however you want to call it.
I will remind you on the mute thing.
Thank you. Nice. Okay, good night, everybody. I hope you sleep well. And in the meantime, some werewolves are going to stroll through the village. So, werewolves have a meet and greet here. Go ahead, open your eyes, wave to each other, know who each other are. All right, very good. Werewolves, you can go to sleep. At this time, I will ask that the werewolves, excluding the Lycan and Wolfman, and any Lycan, oh, I'm sorry, werewolves excluding the, what was it? The Wolfman and Lone Wolf. Those two ignore this message, so other werewolves and any Lycans. Stick up your thumb so that the camera can see it, hopefully. And at this time, I'll ask Merlin to wake up and take a look at who your werewolves are. I will tell you there are this many that you should be seeing right now. Give me one sec. Okay, Merlin, go ahead and go back to sleep. And werewolves, go ahead and put your thumbs away. And at this time, I will ask for the beholder to wake up. And beholder, you know that this person is Merlin. Excellent. And you can go to sleep. And good morning, everybody. So there's some werewolves running through the village, and I managed to narrowly get away, but I won't be coming back for a while until you guys get rid of this problem. So please let me know when that has been dealt with.
Before we go on talking about who's a werewolf, one bit of strategy I've been thinking about, I think the troublemaker should give us 2 kills every day, because given we generally kill rather than don't kill during the day, taking 1 kill rather than 2 is the same as sort of not using one of the kills.
I thought that was a one-time
that at
thing
least
for the
gives us 2
troublemaker.
choices, and the werewolves only get 1.
Nope, not this time.
Each night.
So she can
It
do
was
it
each
every
night,
night.
except this is not the first, correct?
Yeah, so I think they should do it every night.
Yeah, I think it is normally a one-time thing, but
Colton
again,
just
I don't
wants
know
a
how
quick
balanced
game.
this is. Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably there to balance out once Merlin dies, the werewolves get 2 kills a day.
Well, you don't have anything forcing us to kill, right? Like any role.
No.
No, but we don't gain information apart from who gets killed at
Yeah,
night. It's
I'm
not
ju-
like there's
yeah.
a seer looking.
Yeah.
I'm suspicious of Joseph asking that question.
Already?
Oh, you were just
Always
looking for an
suspicious of
excuse.
Joseph Elliott.
I do not normally say 10 seconds in. I am. I think
That's
you
not
knew.
true.
It's always the
probably want
first
there's
day,
no information
Elliot.
each night. The not needing to kill, I think, is a red herring.
Although, to be honest, you said kill 2 people a day, which is like, we haven't got a really big group. So, like, if we did 2 a day, that.
Then we could play another game.
It seems like an
Yeah,
excellent
there
way
is
to kill Merlin right away.
Like 2 a day just seems really quick and unnecessary.
But
Yeah,
we
they'll
do
get
double our odds
So
of
you'd
getting a
rather let the
werewolf.
werewolves kill us instead.
I like double odds.
Doubles our
Well,
odds
yeah,
to get
no,
a werewolf.
Okay, I
It really
think
does.
I'm following. I thought
Yeah.
it sounded really strange because I was like, hang on, if we're killing 2 a day and the werewolves are getting 1 at night, and that seemed like an awful lot very quick.
You should
It's
really,
like
you
us
should
having
really
2
leave me
days
alone,
for every
Elliot.
1 night the werewolf gets.
Oh.
Elliot, you shouldn't go after me. I'm just saying for the game's sake here. It's not good for the village if you go after me. So how?
What's your fault? I can see you making faces on effort.
I don't like it when he says that.
Nominate Joseph.
I'll second.
Okay. Joseph has been nominated. He is the first nomination for the day. And we need 1 more, and we will start with our vote.
Who seconded before me?
So
Very clean.
I wanna.
This is actually the first time I've actually seen Guami upset in a game. Truly upset.
I'm
Not
gonna.
game-wise, personally upset.
I'm gonna nominate Elliot because I wanna choose who I go up against. That's fun. So I wanna go against Elliot.
Okay, Elliot's been nominated.
I'll
Is there a
second
second
it.
for that?
I'll second it.
Or
You
be
can
in the
second
game.
Guami defeated.
Who seconded Joseph's?
Guami might die now
Chris.
if he has a quirk.
I
and he
will
has to
say, I
second.
think this is the fastest process for the first day, and I love it.
Yeah.
'Cause I hate the first day just sitting around.
Well, nobody usually gives information.
It's wanted a quick game.
That's why I was like, somebody just has to know everything, and then things will just roll. Hopefully. Anyways,
Wow.
okay, yeah. So you guys have been nominated. We have Elliot and Joseph. Joseph, you're first. Give your defense.
Wow.
Well, you really shouldn't kill me. I have a lot of information. I'm only gonna say that much. So, Yahoo, stop smiling. So Yahoo's
Well,
like
what's the
making a
point?
funny face to me. When I'm...
That's my face. Thanks.
Okay.
Rude.
This is so like this game becomes so broken now because okay, so I'm Merlin. I know all the werewolves, and I shouldn't come out day 1, obviously. But now I have to because if I die and I don't share the information, then we have no seer. So that's our only chance to get information, right?
Yeah, give us the names then.
Yeah.
Should
We
I
should
right
know who-
away
we-
or should I?
You might die, so we need to know who they all
Yeah,
are.
you're gonna die.
Okay, so it's I only know the normal werewolves, right? But it's I know that
Emily.
yeah, Johnny and Sean are normal werewolves at least. Then there's the Wolfman that I don't know about, but so we have 2 normal werewolves, so to speak.
You're not gonna believe me, but I'm the lake, and I'll just let you know that now.
Oh, then okay, then there's only 1 normal werewolf then.
I'm a villager, so I don't trust Joseph.
No, that's not what. Why did you hold up your
That's
thumb
your-
then in the night?
That's your complete list.
Yeah, there's not that many, but there's like the Wolfman and what I would think that was hidden, right?
All right, we need to kill Joseph.
I agree.
Okay, can I have my defense then?
You don't need
Yeah,
to.
sure. It's not
I don't think
necessary.
you need
If
to.
they kill me, they get 2 kills every night after this.
Yeah,
That's
Elliot?
I would still like to get my defense in before we vote if
It can
Yes,
only
give
go
your defense,
badly
please.
for you.
that's all right.
Are you going to say you're Merlin too?
Yeah.
No, I'm can we mute everyone else just for the start of my defense? Because otherwise I'm getting the laughing every 2 seconds.
Okay. Here you go. Unmute yourself, Elliot. Give your defense.
Okay, so yeah, if you believe Joseph, you should definitely kill me. I'm just an ordinary villager, and once Merlin dies, they get 2 kills a night. I am a bit surprised that there's only 1 ordinary werewolf, because we were told that there were 2, that there was a Lycan, and it just feels a bit unbalanced numbers wise if that's the case. The other thing I would say is there is a beholder, so someone here should be able to confirm that Joseph is either lying or telling the truth, which is basically the beholder's only.
Okay, I'm gonna say the next werewolf, and I didn't want to say everyone at the same time because I want to see how people react, like people reacted. So Jamie is also a werewolf, or it's a Lycan maybe, I don't know, but it's one of those things.
Okay.
I mean, you know, as Merlin, you might be about to die. Yes, the village should protect you, but something could always go. You could die if you were Merlin. You'd by now give all the names. I've got a bad feeling about it.
Okay,
know.
so I'm not Merlin. I'm a werewolf. Adam is the one that reacted the most when I said that I was Merlin, so you need to kill him in the night. I think Adam is the real Merlin, probably. I think this was good for the team because the lone wolf is just going to kill me anyway later on. So my werewolf friends, you need to kill Adam. And Elliot is also a bit weird, but Elliot, like, he likes to talk, so I don't think it's Elliot. I think it's Adam. He reacted like this when I said I was Merlin. So go for him. Good luck, guys.
All right, and at that, we will have our vote. Everyone thumbs out. And thumbs up are for Joseph, thumbs down for Elliot. Okay, everyone has their thumbs. Perfect, so 3.
Sorry, which way for what?
Thumb up is for Joseph. If you want to kill Joseph, thumbs up. If you want to kill Elliot, thumbs
I'm
down.
good, I got it.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, vote. We have 1 vote for Elliot. The rest are for Joseph. And at that, Joseph has been killed. And Joseph was indeed a werewolf. Everyone go to sleep.
Do we get writing time?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, yeah, you're right. So I'll just mute you guys. Don't talk in this time. I'll give you like 30 seconds. Okay. Go ahead and inconspicuously write whoever you want to protect or kill. Okay, and at that, I will ask everyone to go to sleep. Alrighty, so we'll see how well this works out here. So villagers, without opening your eyes, please show me a name. And if you guys have agreed on somebody, they may be protected. Great, thank you very much. All right, put your names away, please. And werewolves, if there's any of you guys left, wake up and decide on who you would like to try to kill. Okay, thank you. Werewolves, you can go to sleep. Lone wolf, wake up. Would you like to use one of your redirects? If so, just show me a new name. All right, thank you. And troublemaker, wake up. Would you like to call for a second execution during the day? Bear in mind, I will not announce there is a new execution, or is it going to be a second one until after the first one has been completed. Okay, thank you. And at that, good morning, everyone. Feel free to wake up. You guys awake to find that Elliot has been killed. And feel free to discuss.
Okay, so if it was between Joseph and Elliot, and Joseph was a werewolf, why did they kill Elliot?
Because I think he was Merlin and he was nonchalantly calling out a werewolf, and I think that's what they were thinking. That's my guess.
So you think that? So Joseph's suspicion was Adam for Merlin, and
I don't believe
He
at this
might have
point.
said that just to get people to not protect Elliot, and then everybody protects Adam so that Elliot is open for a kill.
At this point, I don't believe anything Joseph would have said.
I think that's probably true.
So, wherever
If Joseph was
just
the wolf
throw it out
cub,
the
they
window.
could have gotten 2 kills.
Joseph said Sean was a werewolf, and Sean, you said you were a lichen.
I'm a lichen, yes. So that made me believe Joseph because I thought he was Merlin when he said that. I'm convinced. And I was really surprised when he flipped his story and all that stuff. When he said that, okay, there were actually 3 and called out Jamie, that's when I was like, starting
He
to
called out
question.
me,
So that was
you, and Jamie.
that was a good guess on his part because I was convinced. And I would have backed it if he would have left.
But he
it at
only
just
named 2 people, so
Yeah.
it's like there's not one werewolf and one lichen.
Yeah.
Well, there'd be a total of 3 werewolves.
The only other possibility is that Johnny is a werewolf and he's threw Johnny under the bus to try to clear his story.
Has it? I think he's done that in other games.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah. So that is. But then, would we be getting too meta then, or I don't know, because that is something I've seen in a lot of games where we start to overthink it and then we go down a completely wrong road.
I'm a villager, not a lichen, so Merlin should know.
Oh, yeah, Merlin should know. And remember, if Joseph was the wolf cub, they could have had 2 attacks and only one of them succeeded.
If the troublemaker chose to kill 2 people at night, Colton, you said you would only announce it after the first one.
Correct.
Is the troublemaker free to, or someone's free to claim they're the troublemaker and that there will be 2 kills today? Sorry.
I don't think troublemaker should come out yet.
No,
because they can.
Is it theoretically possible?
Because we know who all the wolves are. Well, we should, and then we should be able to get 2 wolf kills in a day. Well,
we don't know.
Yeah, not necessarily, but
there's 2 of them that potentially we didn't know, and I don't know if Merlin, if Joseph.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily a start right away.
And then also, whoever Merlin is, I honestly think there's more than 1 lichen in the game too. There could be 2, maybe 3.
I have a rules question. Colton, I'm sure I already know the answer to this. Would you tell us if there was special wolf or just be a regular wolf? If they died during the day?
That would just say werewolf.
Okay.
I don't clarify.
Just
their
clarifying.
What happened to
Yeah, clarify if there's more
In the
than
same
one
way, I don't
person.
clarify the village role. It's just villager or werewolf.
Too much blood on the clock tower.
Well, not enough.
I think he's been up at night too much.
Yeah, it's almost
Up
like
at the
I'm
full-
not living anymore. So anyway, unfortunately, Sean outed himself, and regardless of whether or not he's a lichen or a werewolf, I think he's the best kill. Because if he was a werewolf, he would definitely have said, "Oh, I'm the lichen," and even he agreed.
No, it's true. Well, I know that's a good cover, but as soon as he said that, I wanted to back him as being Merlin to confirm. Yes, you can trust him because I am a lichen. He called me out.
Wait, Merlin wouldn't. Hold on, Merlin wouldn't have known who's a lichen, who's a werewolf. He just.
I had to put my thumb up during that.
I get
Merlin would
that,
have read him as
but
a werewolf.
Right.
Which is why when Merlin said he was a werewolf, that's why he thought Joseph was.
So he knew that his name.
no, but Joseph
But then
called
didn't-
Sean out immediately as a lichen, didn't he?
Yeah, and
he said he was a wolf. Well, which
he
which would show up as a.
Okay, but did the lichens get to see each other on night 1 or 0?
No,
Oh, okay.
they don't get to see each other.
Lichens don't get shit. Yeah, they don't know.
the werewolves and the Lycans all held their thumb up for the Merlin.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
do you know
yeah,
how
correct.
many Lycans there are?
We don't know. I don't think.
We don't
I
know.
know there's at
I'm
least
gonna
one.
say I honestly think there's probably 2 or 3.
Yeah, I'd agree. Because it'd be really silly if it was just one.
One, yeah.
So
So
that's the thing, is that likely there are like 6 or more targets that Merlin is going to tell us to kill, plus 2 more. Well, no, because maybe it's 5 because there's 2 wolves in addition to that.
yeah,
Okay,
I would say
two
probably.
animals.
Yeah, I would say no. I could see 5. I could see because you have the Wolfman. You won't
Three
know.
wolves.
The Lone Wolf. You won't know. Possibly 3 other wolves, and then 2 to 3 other Lycans. So I would say about 5 is about right. Yeah.
There's a curse too.
I have a question for the village. So here's a theory I have. So like, Beholder already knows who Merlin is, right? So what's the harm in just coming out and letting us know if Merlin was killed or not? Because if my theory is correct,
but Beholder's not as valuable. Like, they could die.
that's what I'm saying. They could come out and say if Elliot was the Beholder or was Merlin or not, and then we know we're gonna have 2 deaths.
Well, no. Well, the only thing is maybe later in the game when the werewolves are after Merlin, they can probably come out and protect him in a way to take the heat off of Merlin. If they come out now, they can get out. Now, if Merlin did die, absolutely, 100%, come out, let us know that Merlin died. I think that's fine. But
Yeah,
right
I agree with
now,
that.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think that
I'm
was
the
right.
Beholder, and yes, Elliot was the Merlin.
Unbelievable.
That was
That's what
a
I
very
thought.
bold first day.
As in, Guami said it, so it is.
So
Yeah, so my theory is correct. So now we're gonna have 2 kills tonight. So Troublemaker, do your thing.
Yeah, we didn't get the
That's the only way
information.
we're
though.
gonna be.
So do we have any
I was wondering if
nominations?
we could run.
Why
trying to
did
remember.
Elliot name all the werewolves then? If Elliot was like, obviously Guami's backing that Elliot was Merlin, but just why not say who was the werewolves, and then we could have spent time distinguishing who was a Lycan and who.
Well, yeah, I wonder if
know
we
who the
could
werewolves
kill the
were because he
werewolves if
didn't-
we have 2 kills a day and they get 2 kills a night after we protect Merlin, so we'd be able to get 1 ahead, and then we would know who the potential wolves were. I don't know if we can kill fast enough if we get 2 before they kill the Troublemaker. But
remember
if,
the
if
lone
Elliot
wolf-
was, then that is
the
kind
lone
of
wolf
out the
and the
window because we
wolfman
don't
don't
know who the
register.
wolves are.
Right. But remember, the Lone Wolf will probably end up redirecting some kills to werewolves too.
I nominate
So-
Guami.
Okay, Chris has nominated
Don't
Guami. Is there a
second that.
second for that?
Don't second that.
That's a bad idea.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Don't second
Well,
that.
I have suspicions on Yahoo.
That's
I
fine.
nominate Yahoo.
Because I nominated you.
Hold on. Was there
That's fine.
a second for Guami before you start a new nomination?
No.
Okay. Guami's not been seconded.
Nor have I.
I nominate you because he wants to
Allow
nominate
you.
somebody.
Yahoo's been nominated.
It might be a
and,
counterclaim
Grow,
to
you
Beholder,
seconded.
though.
I have
But-
a reason.
Is there another Beholder to come out to counterclaim it then?
Well,
Please
yeah,
do.
well, you would want the Beholder to come out if Elliot wasn't.
Unless Merlin isn't dead.
Merlin might not be
No.
dead, and
Right.
somebody
Unless
else might be
Elliot-
the Beholder and not want to come out.
So can I
Unless
speak
Elliot
since
was the Beholder.
everyone's circling around me?
Yeah,
I haven't
you
been
hear what
seconded.
Yahoo
but-
has to say.
Yeah, so Elliot literally said, I am not important, so kill me if you think that Joseph was telling the truth. I don't think Merlin would have said that. Because, like, literally, we were 50-50. Merlin wouldn't have said, I'm not important. I don't think.
Was
may have
it
been
after?
the
Was
Beholder.
that before or after Joseph came out and said he was a werewolf?
Hello, he knew Joseph was a werewolf, so he had no worries that we were gonna kill him versus Joseph.
Well, no, because if he didn't say, he never said, I am.
Why would he want to come out as Merlin?
Right, if he was doing
To
that.
not
Or an
die
important role.
on
There's
day
no
one
other
with all the
important
information.
role. There's no other important roles here. What was he gonna do? Say, "Oh, I'm the troublemaker"? No.
Well, he said he wasn't important.
Because
Elliot's a weird play though. Sometimes he'll come out real aggressive like that, and some days I've seen
I
him
don't
just
think
sit
there's
back.
one of us here
so-
that's not a weird player, for the record.
hey, I resemble that remark.
yes. In one way or another, yeah.
So
But no,
unless
I
somebody
agree with the
wants
Yahoo
to-
in one way that Guami, that could be weird. Like that could put Guami on the chopping block basically for that reason. If Elliot wasn't that, I get
And I-
what Yahoo's saying.
And I think
really
Sean
do.
should be the other one, since he's a Lycan by his own admission.
But
Yeah,
I'm a
Yahoo
Lycan,
was.
but
seconded, I believe. So
I think there's another pick that we haven't looked at.
Yahoo is on the chopping block.
Do we have a
So
nom?
Joseph had kind of three parts to his defense, where first he called out Johnny and I as being werewolves. Instantly, I said, "You're not going to believe me, but I'm gonna like him." But he's right. That I would have registered that way when he said he was Merlin. Then he called out Jamie, and I think that would have been something where he was trying to provide cover for another werewolf. Because then after that, the third part is where he claimed that he was a werewolf. I don't know why he would have thrown Jamie out there, and that part I'm suspicious of. I think that's. I would at least like to hear from him before nominating.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not clear. I've got no suspicions right now. So. Yeah, I don't know why you would have threw my name out there at all.
Yeah, that's the psychology of it is, Sean, what do you think he meant by that? Do you think he was throwing out a werewolf, or do you think he was not throwing out a werewolf? Like,
I think he was throwing out a werewolf to try to provide cover, because at that point, then he was like on the verge of then saying he was going to be
werewolf, so he was plausible.
Yes. Okay, that raised an alarm to me.
Can I ask a question for Colton?
Yeah.
Oh. If there's 2 votes, there's the troublemaker. After we kill the first time, will you reveal their alignment, or will you wait until both kills to reveal their alignment? Like, say we kill
right away.
Yahoo.
Sounds like less work.
Will you immediately tell us
I would say,
villager?
Yeah, I would say so and so has died. They were this team. All right, kill somebody else.
Okay.
And could the person who wasn't killed in the first vote be then put up in the second one?
Sure. You can tell I put a lot of thought into this.
Oh, since I'm the one that's on the block, do I get to pick the person I'm up against?
If you want.
All right.
Wait, did you get seconded at Yahoo?
I think Sean's. I thought I was. I was told I was on the block. So I think Sean's logic makes sense. I nominate Jamie.
Okay, Jamie's been nominated. Is there a second?
Who nominated Yahoo?
Jugan nominated Yahoo, Gross seconded, and now Yahoo's nominated Jamie, and Gwami has seconded. So Yahoo and Jamie are on the chopping block. So Yahoo, go ahead and give your defense.
Well, I already gave my defense, and I think it is a very weird that I would nominate Gwami. Like, so logically, if I was a werewolf, why the heck would I go after the person that claimed that they were the beholder? Like, that would just draw attention to myself. As a werewolf, I wouldn't want to draw attention to myself. So think about that too.
Okay, and
shake your head all you want. I'm just saying it. I don't think it's sound logic.
Jamie, your defense?
So I haven't got anything I can contribute to the group right now, really. Just, yeah, nothing really. But yeah, I don't know what Joseph was doing.
Okay, and at that, we will vote for Yahoo and Jamie. Up for Yahoo if you want him to die. Down for Jamie if you would like him to die. Everyone's ready. And we will vote on 3, 2, 1, vote.
Thanks, Flick.
We have 10 votes down, which is more than half. So Jamie has been killed. And Jamie was indeed a werewolf. And feel free to keep killing. You guys are on a good streak. We'll see.
I want to explain why I'm shaking my head, because you wanted to nominate somebody that came out as a beholder, which is a good role that nobody contested the beholder. That's the only reason. You're saying your logic makes sense. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I didn't.
Are we going to bed or
I
now?
thought he was lying, which is something.
No, we do it second now.
We have a second.
Oh, we have another nomination. Oh,
yeah, but nobody contested it, so there's no reason not to believe him.
Well, so there are spaghetti strings, and if my theory was correct, then it is entire. There are plausible worlds where it wouldn't have been counter contested, and I do think Merlin is still alive. I think that. So one theory is, and I actually think it's very likely, that the beholder was Elliot, but who knows?
Joseph even said that to the wolves as well. So that night kill kind of made sense.
Yeah,
Joseph
that's
said,
potential.
who he thought Merlin was, and he thought that Elliot was a role. And so
Well,
they went
Joseph
after
said he
Elliot.
thought Adam was Merlin.
Yes.
Also, the Beholder knows
Right.
who Merlin is. So if the Merlin and the Beholder are alive, there's no reason for the Beholder to say anything.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
But does that make Adam suspicious? That was Joseph trying to put some kind of
No, I think that
Beholder
confirmed
traitor?
both Adam and Elliot 100%. Because at that point, he was trying to fake the Merlin. That's my theory.
He could have also tried to say, well, Adam's a werewolf. I'm going to try to, again, I don't necessarily think Adam's a werewolf here, but he could have done it that way too.
I will say the one thing I think is there's no reason if you're a Lycan to not come out. So, like, I think the fact that Sean said he was a Lycan and nobody else has suggested that they also are a Lycan, I believe Sean, and I think he's the only Lycan in the game.
I don't think he's the only Lycan in the game. I know there's probably at least 2.
How would you possibly know that?
Because I'm a Lycan. But I think it was great that when Joseph did come out, all the Lycans were like, no, he didn't say me. Yeah, he's off, right? And like that was instantaneously was like we knew that he was lying. But yeah, so but that's why when I was doing the numbers and Sean came out, I knew I was a Lycan. That's why I was like, there's at least 2 Lycans, maybe 3. And that's why I said there's at least 2, maybe 3. Because I knew I'm one. So
who do you think the other Lycan is if there is another one?
So Joseph would have just guessed it, Sean? Is that how we...
Oh, no, he wouldn't have. Oh, yeah, I guess it would have been a guess.
He could have just guessed it, 2 quiet people.
But he would have known Jamie was a werewolf. But he would have had to guess it at Sean.
Correct. Yes. Yeah.
So the real question is, would he call out that many werewolves for his defense?
I don't think so. I
don't think so.
All. I'm inclined to trust Johnny. I don't know how you guys feel about me, but yeah, for the village, I think Johnny would be okay. Of course, if you don't trust me saying that doesn't help either.
Yeah.
So you're saying
Joseph would happily throw
Don't drag me down with you.
Bus,
I'm sorry. I think well, it's.
So we need another nomination then.
Alex, do you
2
have
nominations?
2 nominations.
Any input?
Just a villager, but
it's 2 nominations because that's what we're
I'm
doing.
believing Chef. Sean, 50-50. So I think Kwame was acting from good intentions and probably a Yahoo, although I voted to kill him as a, between the 2. So that's my only thoughts right now.
Yeah, unless somebody wants to dispute Squami's beholder claim, I think Guami's good.
Well, Elliot could, but
yeah,
no.
I honestly think Elliot was Merlin, and he's just nonchalantly calling out a werewolf.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
Say,
There's nothing nonchalant about that. He did it within like 5 seconds.
Yeah, it was like, hello. I usually don't do this within 10 seconds, but
they do have a history. Like that's very normal for either Elliot to nominate.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
And it could have been just a coincidence, and he just used it as an excuse to. But yeah.
So I'm sorry, Guami, I don't believe you're the beholder, but I think.
Well, then who is?
I don't know, but it's the type of thing, Joseph has been classic Joseph in this game so far, like throwing other werewolves under the bus, claiming a role. And it's a classic you thing to do to claim
Sorry.
Well,
However, let me clarify to help you. I'm also the Lycan.
All right, there's Guami.
I believe him now.
See,
I believe him now.
That's exactly what I thought.
I was a seer. You're the bodyguard, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I help with all the bodyguarding.
You tend to lie more about your roles when you're a good person, is what I find. I think that's my. So
all right, I want to come out on the bump,
I don't
so my neighbors should receive a message.
What thing are you trying to pull?
All right. Do we have any other nominations?
Wow.
I nominate Alex.
Okay, yeah, Yahoo has nominated Alex.
I'm
is there a
second. I'll second
I
that.
like that. I actually
Kwame
like
is
that too.
seconded. Okay, and that's Alex is the first on the chopping block for our second kill of the day. We still need another nomination.
I nominate Chris.
Okay, Jugan's nominated Chris. And is there a second for that?
Only reason because your camera is like driving me bonkers.
And
I can't read your face.
I don't know. He's got something reflecting off the top of his hat too, but occasionally. But
all right, there's no second for that.
I nominate
have a reason?
Jugan. I nominate Jugan. That's an
I
awful
second
reason
that.
to nominate somebody.
I'll
And,
second
All right.
that.
Okay, and Jugan's been nominated and seconded. So we have Alex and Jugan on the chopping block. Alex, you can give your defense first.
Like I said, I'm just a villager, so if Jugan's got some info to share that shows he's more important, I'm certainly willing to die. But
Alex, I'm in the same boat as you. Last time I protected Flick or Felicity, whatever her name was, because I felt bad because she died first in my game. And I mean, I know it's an awful reason, but I didn't really have any other suspicions other than I can't really see Chris's face. And I already tried to nominate Yahoo, but nobody went for it. So, but yeah, I'm just a villager, so you can kill me. It doesn't matter to me.
Okay, and at that, Alex will be up if you want to kill Alex, down if you would like to kill Jugan. Everyone get your hands ready. And we will start.
What's the thing
Simon's
again?
a bit.
Say
What's
it.
that?
Alex or Jugan?
Oh,
Yeah.
Alex up, Jugan down.
Kill Alex, kill Jugan.
Got it.
Good. All right, and we will vote on 3, 2, 1, vote. And we have 9 votes down is enough, and Jugan has died. Jugan was a villager. Everyone, take a minute to write down any names you would like to write. I'll meet you guys, no discussing at this time, but and then we will go to sleep.
Rules question?
Sure.
Can the village protect the same person every night?
Yeah, they can protect the same person, but they just can't. You're just wasting
okay.
your protect once they've been targeted. Because, yeah. Does that make sense? Hopefully.
Yes, there's only like one effective protection per player.
Correct. But they can both. They can
Oh,
always have
okay,
that.
okay.
They can always get the aura or the buff of protection for the night, but once it's popped, they cannot get it back. If that makes sense.
So, quick question on that, Colton.
Yeah.
Say, I don't know the numbers, but say like 5 people protect Alex, and he is actually attacked, and then the next night 3 protect Alex and 2 protect Flick. Since Alex has already been protected, would it go to the next person, or just nobody
No.
gets?
It would be
Nobody would get protected.
If it's a 50-50 split, they're both protected, but just the one wouldn't actually be effective.
Right.
But if it's you know, obviously 60-40, the 60 is majority, and that's when it goes to.
But if they've already used their protection, that just means nobody
Correct.
gets protection.
Correct, because the other person doesn't have. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So you can keep protecting somebody, but they might have already been protected, and you're wasting your time. All right, and at that, everyone goes to sleep if you haven't already, and we will start the first night, or second night, sorry. Okay, excellent. So villagers, please hold up a name of who you would like to protect for 2 nights. Excellent, thank you very much. And werewolves, go ahead and wake up and decide on who you would like to target tonight. Okay, thank you. Werewolves, go ahead and close your eyes. And Lone Wolf, wake up. Would you like to redirect the kill? If so, just show me another name. Thank you very much, Lone Wolf. You can go to sleep. Troublemaker, wake up. Would you like to use your ability? Alrighty. Thank you very much, Troublemaker. You can go to sleep. And at that, everybody wakes up. Except for Gwami, who has been killed in the night.
Which confirms that Merlin was still alive.
Or there is a curse. There is a curse.
Or we protected either night.
Hold on, you say that because you think that the werewolves knew that that Gwami was not what he said he was?
They may have thought he was the boulder. They may have thought he was Merlin. Who even knows?
Wait, who did everyone protect? Because we could figure it out that way too. Well,
I don't know.
Well, are we allowed to say that, or?
I don't know that we should, even if we are allowed to.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, because if we
Because like
Kind of gives the werewolves
I
information.
wouldn't show if you wrote it down. That's just because that's kind of.
So what? Why did they kill Gwami?
Because he said he was the beholder, and he's a confirmed villager. Then.
Well, he wasn't confirmed in my mind.
I think he was right.
No, or was there
Alleged.
was there a redirect last night too?
That's what I think it was. I think it was a redirect because he was already suspicious. He claimed a role, and obviously we didn't believe him, and so I think he was the werewolf, and it was
It could have been a redirect, but that would be silly for them to use one of their 3 redirects on somebody that we were possibly going to kill ourselves.
Yeah, that is a bit silly.
I'm not saying it's not what happened. I'm just saying I don't know that it makes a lot of sense. I also
don't know,
that
but
we would have.
they might have also thought that he could have. Well, if he was talk his way through it, right? Talk his way, like, hey, no one else is coming out as the beholder. I am the beholder. That type of thing. So I don't think it's as far fetched as you might think that they would go kill someone that we might kill. I don't think it was a bad play necessarily.
Well, if Elliot was Merlin and Gwami was the beholder, then there should have been 2 kills. So unless we protected someone,
we protected or the curse. There's a cursed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I would just like to say that if Elliot was Merlin and Gwami wasn't the beholder, I don't know what the heck is happening, because the real beholder should have claimed that Elliot did die. And if Elliot was on the chopping block or under suspicion, why didn't he give us his list? At this point, it seems like the Merlin should definitely come out, because that's what the whole game is based around. And we're just wasting that information. That's what I think.
But with the troublemaker too, we might be able to outkill the wolves.
Yeah, at this point,
I
agree.
Super odd that we like if there was a seer that had 5 names, they would never be silent. So I'm not 100% sure why we've allowed Merlin to die if we have.
And also, like, I think I could be wrong here, but if the beholder comes out, then that does not just make them a target, which means they're not as beneficial to the village. So like, they should just stay hidden.
Well, it's also not really a confirmed role either, because anybody could just say, I'm the beholder. Like,
oh no, I'm sorry. Did I say beholder? I meant troublemaker. Sorry.
Sure.
No, that's what I meant.
Yep. Yeah, they don't need to out themselves because they do it at night. And they were alive yesterday because we got 2 kills yesterday.
Can I ask why everybody killed Jugan? I thought his defense proved he was a villager more than Alex's.
So I was suspicious of Alex, but Jugan was like kind of angry, and
he was aggressive, but he's always kind of that way. I guess he just seemed overly aggressive.
I thought he was he'd voted every single time, which led me to believe he might be a bot. And I kind of thought, if he's a bot, even if he's a villager, that might be a hindrance later on. If his thing is that he has to always vote.
Do you mean vote or do you mean nominate? Because he not.
Sorry, nominate. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Oh.
Yeah. So that. Yeah.
I might be wrong, but I think he definitely voted, nominated the second night, and he definitely not nominated the third night. I don't know if he did the first night. I can't remember, but.
No, because Elliot did Joseph and Joseph did Elliot.
Yeah.
So he didn't do it the first time.
He did second though.
Did he second?
Second
though?
Elliot.
Oh.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just thought if that's something that has to be done, that could be a hindrance.
So every
I
day
thought they
he'd
were
had
both
to nominate
villagers,
or
but
second. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
also
thought Alex would be worse.
I also thought that him nominating Chris because of his video quality, like anytime that somebody nominates, especially with the 2 voting system, because of a reason outside of the game, that's suspicious to me, because that's like a
Right.
werewolf looking for a reason to kill.
No, and that's why I nominated him. And I'm not saying
That's
I
why
think
I
Alex
seconded.
is a werewolf either. I just thought that his defense led me to believe he was a villager more so than Alex's necessarily. So
I will say I
again,
vote for
they
you.
both
I,
were. They're both probably villagers, so it doesn't matter either way.
I was thinking he might have been the actual Merlin, and being on the block might have gotten him to give out info, but he didn't seem to want to do that.
I would like to reiterate that there's no reason, especially if you're on the chopping block, for Merlin not to come out with the information. This entire game,
Whether they are or aren't, you were right, I think, before.
Right.
Yeah.
I said, hey, kill me if he's got info.
we're this far into the game.
Yeah, well, that's my point.
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious that they're dead, at least in my mind. And I don't know how that could have possibly happened. It's a confusion to me.
Work of the game.
You're confused how
Merlin died without giving
how we
you
have Merlin that has all of the information and we've allowed them to die. Like,
because
we've been given this
Elliot?
gift of Merlin.
Unless Kwame was Merlin.
Even then, he should have come out with the information.
I don't think
or
Kwame
even Elliot had a chance to come out with the information.
Not
They
really.
had their chances.
I mean, that first day lasted like 45 seconds.
Yeah. And I think Elliot might have actually thought he was safe.
Yeah, he may have. I think
Well,
that
I
it was
protected
on-
Adam because Joseph called out Adam as Merlin, and I figured that seems like the best way to do it.
At this point, I would say it's the most logical that Elliot was Merlin. But at that point, well, the beholder would have been alive if that was the case, and maybe it was Kwame that was the beholder.
Then somebody would have turned.
And
depending
on cursed.
I actually got a question, and it's something that's just been sticking with me since day one. Chris, why did you second so quickly for Joseph?
Okay, I'm going to come out on Merlin. And the people I had was Joseph and Jamie, who are dead. I also had Steve, Sean, and Chef.
Okay. I'm a Lycan. Sean's a Lycan. So who's
And
the other one?
I'm a Lycan as well.
Well, that's a great time to announce that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there we go.
Well, there was no reason to.
You should have asked for Lycans first.
I disagree with that. I nominate Steve.
I'll second that.
Because
Steve has been nominated and seconded.
Typically
is there a second nomination?
So
typically the accusations given at that time. So I'm just going to say that when Chef said I was a Lycan, like that was the moment to say yes, I'm a Lycan, or be under suspicion. I'm not saying Chef and Sean are out of the clear, but Steve, in my mind, that's undefensible.
Well, we knew there were more than one Lycan. Chef said so. I didn't think there was any need to come out at that point and say it.
Chris, who else was on your list?
That's it. I had Steve, Sean, Chef, Joseph, and Jamie. But then, of course, there are two hidden werewolves from me.
The lone wolf.
The lone wolf
So really,
and the wolf man. Right?
And here's the thing: I didn't know.
I don't know.
I had you pegged as the lone wolf or Merlin coming out with that quick that second. So that's kind of why I threw it on you. I want to see what you did, and I kind of believe you were pretty quick to those names. So, yeah.
So then, if
Village,
Steve,
and
Sean,
by the
or
way,
Chef
I have
is the
actually,
Cub, then
I've actually, to be honest with you, I've actually protected you both nights.
Thank you.
Because that was my gut feeling was that you were Merlin. I'm sorry I outed you, but I honestly did think there was a time to do so right now.
Yeah.
I agree.
Flick,
So who's the beholder
Yeah,
then?
we needed to know that.
I don't
Do you have
know.
any
Maybe
thoughts?
Elliot might have been the beholder. I think that would make sense in my world.
Or it
Okay.
could have been Kwame still, and he
It
was
was Kwame.
trying to protect Chris.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, that is
Exactly.
true.
could have been. Now that makes more sense now that Kwame would come out and say Elliot was.
So if Merlin dies and the cub dies, is that 4 kills?
Wait, is there an extra kill with Merlin?
I think it's 3.
If Merlin
they
is
get
it
2
just
kills.
3?
They're both a
plus one. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, but we can protect Merlin at least tonight.
Right.
So it gives us one extra day with potentially the troublemaker. Hopefully we get 2 kills today. If they don't kill the troublemaker, we get 2 kills tomorrow. We have the numbers.
So
as
then,
the village.
Yeah, so Steve, Sean, and Chef are the 3 that are still alive, and then there's the Lone Wolf and the Wolfman that are.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm gonna throw out my sus list at this point, which is Alex and Grow Martin, which I don't know if that's your name or just what it says on your thing.
That is my name.
And the reason for the second one is because you've been very quiet.
She hasn't had a chance. I've called on her and people interrupted, so she hasn't had a chance to talk.
And she might, I don't know if you're new, but sometimes new people don't talk. So like.
Yeah, and that's fair.
Yeah.
Also, new people are almost always werewolves.
Right, is there a second nomination? We have Steve on the chopping block.
Before we nominate, could we please hear from Grow and Flick first? I'd like to hear what they have to say.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
So, shall I go first, or do you want to go first, Grow? Because I
just go first.
So, I was just counting up there the werewolves things for the notes. So we have the lone wolf and the wolf cub, and then the wolfman. And I don't recall whether or not there were other wolves mentioned, if there were additional ones. So then I think if we've got 2, maybe 1 more. I don't know. But I am slightly concerned that if with Steve and the double kill tonight. So I do think we should protect Chris if Chris is Merlin, because it appears that Chris is Merlin, because obviously they get an extra kill every night until the end. And just if there's 2 tonight potentially because of our actions, that's a concern to me. But that's just where my thinking is at the minute. So there you go, Grow. Your turn.
Yes. It's my first game, but I was suspicious of Yahoo, but I'm not anymore. But you seemed very quick to nominate Kwame without nominating first and giving a reason second. That was kind of suspicious. Other than that, I'm a bit suspicious of Adam, but I'm not sure if it's just because I've watched a lot of games where he is always a werewolf. So it just sort of makes him suspicious. And I'm also a bit suspicious of Alex. I'm not sure why, but it's something intangible that he's doing that I find a bit odd.
Chris, I have a question for you since you might die soon.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on Chef and Sean? Do you think they're lichens? Is that believable to you?
I'm willing to believe it because they did come out quite quickly with the lichen without prompting it. So,
in your assessment, Steve is a werewolf, Chef and Sean are good.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
There are 2 hidden roles, so I was kind of thinking 2 lichens possibly to make it up.
Yeah. We should be going after what
total.
Yeah, we should be going after a werewolf.
We are.
So is there a second nomination?
Steve, if you're a lichen, you should nominate Sean or Chef because one of them must be a werewolf. So go for it.
Because if Joseph and Jamie were regular wolves.
Yeah, then I'll nominate Sean.
And then one of those 3 must be the cub, and then there's the Wolfman and the Lone Wolf left.
One of those 3 must be the cub. I think he said the cub does not show to Merlin.
So Sean has been nominated. Is there a second for that?
Wait, doesn't
I
the cub
am the
show?
lichen. Oh, I am a
Yeah,
lichen.
cub show.
Yeah, I'm looking at my notes. It does.
Okay.
Yeah,
But remember, we have a curse, so even if that cub went off, it could have been the curse, or could have been protection.
That is second, Adam.
There's other ways that stuff could happen.
Okay,
so.
Sean's been
I'll
seconded.
second it because we have more reason to doubt Sean than anybody else. So, I mean, I
Okay.
believe him, but.
And so, Steve, give your defense.
My defense is that I'm a Lycan, and I'm not sure. I believe that there's more than one Lycan in the game. We should be trying to get a werewolf.
Okay, and Sean, your defense.
Well, immediately Steve's saying he thinks there's only one Lycan.
I said there were more than one.
Oh, more? Okay, I thought you said that there weren't not more than. Okay.
No.
Well, all right, that sounds odd to me, but I believe Chef that because he came out unprompted. I came out immediately in order to validate what Joseph said, because he claimed to be Merlin, and that was convincing to me. I was trying to back him up, saying yes. That seems like a very strange thing to do for a werewolf, especially if you knew the person was lying. Why would I back him up on a lie? On top of that, everyone seemed to miss Jamie kind of flying under the radar from Joseph's defense, and I called him out and found a werewolf for Jamie. So I hopefully have proven that I am on the village team.
Okay, and at that, we will start our vote. It will be, Steve was nominated first, so Steve, if you want to kill Steve, vote up. If you want to kill Sean, vote down. All right, everyone, get your votes ready. And 3, 2, what's that, Flick?
Sorry, which direction? Because this system confuses me with the up and down.
Sorry,
So I need to,
if you want to kill Steve,
okay,
is up. Kill Sean is down.
Okay, I was like, because I was going to mess
Yeah,
up.
I saw you not holding your thumb here, and I was like, I think she's confused. Okay. All right, and everyone's ready. And vote on 3, 2, 1, vote.
Unanimous.
All right, and not unanimous, but 9 votes is enough to kill Steve, and Steve has died. He was indeed a werewolf. Feel free to pick someone else to nominate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, here we go. Let's get another werewolf. I think we have one left. I think it's the lone wolf.
Got 2. I think we've got 2.
We have at least 2.
The lone wolf.
Oh yeah,
and
because
the
the curse.
werewolf.
Oh, yeah. Well, we could have got. Yeah, that's true too. I think we might have got.
Hear from Adam.
Yeah, I'm curious why.
Unless the lone wolf killed the wolfman.
Yeah, that's
what's up.
Why do you hate me?
I don't.
Why, you're the only one voted against me, and I'm just wondering why. Because you even said that you trusted me and you thought I was more believable, and you said the same thing about Jugan, that like you called him out and nominated him, then voted opposite. At first, I thought maybe it had to do something you couldn't choose, but I don't see that pattern in your voting.
There is a pattern in my voting.
Is it that you're voting up and down?
Chris is not okay.
Maybe.
I thought
his votes were a little weird. Am I allowed to? If I have a quirk, am I allowed to say it, Colton?
No, quirks.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Yeah, you shouldn't be able to.
Okay.
Just verbalize what your quirk is exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been kind of watching Adam's votes, and I thought that was.
Yeah. Can anybody confirm a pattern? Because I've missed it. If I did, I thought I saw it at one point, but it that contradicted it from what I thought I saw.
I'm not taking notes, so I can't tell you if there's a pattern.
Dang it! Blowing the clock tower is ruining your.
And also, Sean, I will say
those games that I don't have any energy left.
I am fairly certain you're the Lycan, but I can't be 100%. I mean, I was pretty certain he was gonna get killed because it seemed obvious he was, but I just want to make sure that there's still a little bit of doubt on you. I believe you like 99%.
Who Lycan makes sense.
I believe you more than I believe Chef. I'll say that. But you're both at like 99 and then like 75% certain. But
I would say that. I especially
for
when
now,
we came
I
out
want
and
to
stuff.
believe you both, but I'm more.
Damn.
Because if there's only one Lycan, then one of them would be a werewolf. I feel like there'd be more chance that there would be 2 Lycan instead of 1.
Yeah.
I'd agree with that.
But then There's still potentially a cursed, and then the lone wolf and the wolf man.
I think it's just a lone wolf man, like Chris said. I think that was spot on.
It does not say that there can be multiple lichens on the notes. I don't know if that's.
I think it's normally an undetermined amount.
Well, that's become a norm. That was definitely
it
not
was.
normal.
I think that's kind of in the spirit
And,
of.
and in this scenario, with Merlin gets to know everybody, that would only make sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Merlin
then,
had
there wouldn't be a
five
cursed yet potentially if there's only been one kill a night, and if Chris is Merlin, then that would make
I
sense.
think
as well.
we got the cub, and I think they hit the cub.
I think Steve's the cub. And so tonight,
I don't know. I honestly think we hit the cub and we got the cursed, or possibly the other way.
So Chef and Sean,
know.
you're both lichens. Who have you protected at night?
I protected Chris twice in a row.
I've protected you, Adam.
Okay.
Both times. Yeah.
And the reason why I protected
That's
Chris,
why
I had this gut feeling from day one that he was Merlin from that quick second. Like he knew it. Boom, second. I'm good. So.
Because my thinking is the way that Joseph gave himself up is he may have been the wolf cub. So it's possible if multiple people protected me the first night because he called me out as Merlin, that was the second kill.
That would
for
make
the
sense.
wolf, but I got protected. And
I
then
protected you on the
Elliot
first
was
night.
the second kill.
I also protected Adam on the first night.
So that's probably what happened.
That might have been what happened.
So my thinking is Joseph was probably
aggressive cub. Yeah.
The cub, and then there's
and that also confirms you because the werewolves wouldn't have targeted you if you were the cub. I mean, it is possible he wasn't the cub, but that theory holds water and it does lean to indicate you're good.
Yeah.
And it's also possible that one of the wolves, like say, it's possible that, I don't think it's true, but it's possible Gwami was the wolf man and the lone wolf did redirect the kill. I don't think that's true, but it is possible that that happened as well.
It's possible, but unlikely.
Yeah, that
Right,
was unlikely. I agree.
Exactly.
Hey Simon, you're looking really lonely up there in the corner on my screen.
I'm right in the middle of it on my screen, amongst you. all.
No.
You're in the corner on my screen.
Yeah.
I think that was my hint of, are you the lone wolf? You know, you're up there all
I'm
alone.
not the lone wolf. No,
Not-
I'm
not
a
talking to
villager.
anybody?
I'm a villager. There's been a lot more talking than this one than I'm used to, and the people I usually like to laugh and take the mickey out of have been killed in the first night. So it's suddenly got very serious for me.
You're like, I didn't get it. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get to insult people, so I'm quite sort of, I want to kill.
I think
Werewolves,
Lucas was spectating, so if you want to go ahead and nominate him, Simon. go
Yeah.
ahead.
I would like to do that.
Oh.
I'm gonna nominate
definitely-
Flick.
Okay, Flick's been nominated. Is there a second for that?
I'll second.
Okay.
Any reason why?
I'm just more used to you giving more helpful information to the village.
To be honest, I'm not too sure because when we got Joseph like in the first round, that kind of threw me in. At the minute, was it with the up and down voting thing? I had to get clarification. I do think, my money is on the wolf cub was the one. I think Steve was the wolf cub, so I think there's going to be 2 kills tonight.
Unfortunately, probably not, because probably Chris would be one of them and we would protect him. And then we would have that same level of non-clarity.
Okay, yeah.
It is your defense, though. And also, I may have just given them advice to not kill him, so I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, I literally, when you said that, I was like, yeah, I can see that. And then I was like, but that seems like such a silly thing to say, because obviously.
Yep, not wise. I sometimes say dumb things.
Yeah. No, I just
Classic Yahoo.
the thing is Joseph's out in the first one, and I tend to notice Joseph a bit more. I have to admit, I thought Yahoo was a bit odd in the start of this, just with some of the way you were going, and it was giving me a couple of red flags. And but I think you're okay now. But that was where I was leaning, and also Adam gave me some suspect vibes, but Adam seems okay now.
Thanks.
That's kind of just where I'm at.
I agree.
And that's kind of all the information I actually have. It's not great. My notes are pretty abysmal, to be honest. It literally is people's names with little arrows pointing up and down, so I make sure I vote the right way. But yeah, no, I think Ayahu and Adam are probably signed. I will admit I'm a wee bit suspect on like the Lycan thing with Chef and Sean. Like, I think you are Lycans, but like there's that tiny little bit of me that thinks that potentially like, that's a really good cover for a werewolf.
Lycans are always a little bit suspect.
Yeah, it's just like a little bit. I don't know anything about Grow because it's your first time. I don't really know anything about Johnny. Chris, you're hard to read with the camera. And like Simon's been a wee bit quiet, but like sometimes in some of the games I've played, Simon's been quiet anyway. So I don't know. Like it was Adam and Ayahu who I had down, but now I think they're okay. So yeah, you have my information now, but I don't think it's that useful.
All right, is there a second nomination? We have Flick on the chopping block. She gave her defense already, sounds like.
Chris, I trust you. You have anybody in mind that you suspect? Alex, you're usually good around this time of the game.
Well, based on me knowing I'm a villager, the people I trust the most would have been Adam because Joseph pointed them out. The two Lycans that have stepped up, and the Merlin, of course. So that leaves everybody else in a slight state of suspicion. Ayahu's been participating. Sometimes I'm not sure whether, to me, it seemed like for villager or werewolf side, I don't know. But everybody else is just suspicious because they are unknowns for the ones that Chris did not have on his list.
Yeah.
And I'm going to turn on the light in my room, so maybe I'd be less suspicious of the light.
Alex, you did speak my name. Were you saying that you're inclined to believe me or inclined not to believe me? I know it wasn't very.
I'm just saying you're kind of in the middle.
Okay.
Of not being sure, not being somebody I would likely not vote for, but.
So Simon, Grow, Johnny, and myself are all in the middle, but
Simon, Grow, and
Flick only
are, I think, the ones that I would say, to me, they're unknown quantities.
I think at this point, it has to be the people who say they're the villagers. Me, Grow, Johnny, Alex, Ayahu, and Flick are the ones on the, well, no, those are the ones I think that people we should be most suspicious of.
Because I think either Ayahu is either a strong villager or the lone wolf. But
I agree
that's
with
right
that
in the middle,
too,
so there's no strong suspicion either
because
way.
the lone wolf can play as a villager
the lone wolf
very
would want to
easily.
try to start people wolves out and say, "Well,
no, I
he
agree.
was a wolf. I voted him out."
That was my
that's
my exact thought with him right now.
But at the same
And I
time,
don't
that's
know
what a
which
villager
way.
does too. So it's not you don't know.
Yeah, like, that's why I had a hard time with the Yahoo, like in the early rounds, because like I don't know if it was just how you're playing today, but there was just something a little off. So like,
I have a thing where I like skip critical parts of the conversation. So like my logic, like I was already like 3 steps ahead, and I kind of just did a thing, and I'm not saying I was even right, but I like missed the conversation. So everybody's like, "Wait, that's very suspect," and it's just that's my personality.
Yeah,
but anyway,
he's done that a lot.
I'm gonna nominate Grow. If you're not a werewolf, I'm sorry.
I'm
Great,
definitely not a werewolf.
Grow's been nominated. Is there a second for that? All right, I'm not seeing a second, so Grow has not been nominated.
It seems like it has to be Grow, Simon, or Johnny.
If
I mean,
someone
or
knows
myself, and I
something,
know it's
I'll
not me.
second it.
What's that, Adam?
I said if someone nominates a Yahoo, I'll second it. I don't know if I can nominate again since I nominated Flick. I think just the fact
Yahoo,
that
your
Flick,
hair's growing out a bit. You're losing your power. I don't know if you've got enough left.
I would like to hear what you have to say, Adam.
A couple people have said that, like, at the start, they trusted you, but as it went on, or the opposite. And usually when someone has a noticeable change in behavior, it's because they're cursed. That's why.
Well, I did not change, but.
Right. I'm just saying that's why I suspect you, that because more than one person has said.
Does the cursed want to come out?
They don't know.
Do they?
The reason. I'll just interpret for you what happened is that people were suspect of me because of my erratic play, which I did have logical backup for, and Jugan was kind of gunning for me, and then I sort of earned people's trust, and that was the change, which me earning people's trust is an odd reason to then not trust me, but it is what's happened. I am very certain that you're okay, Adam. It's unfortunate. Like Sean was like defending you, and I'm defending you, and here you are. You're not very. You're a little lone wolfy yourself.
I thought.
I'll nominate
Yahoo.
Yahoo.
I mean,
I'll nominate Yahoo.
I'm more suspect of Adam at the moment.
Okay, Yahoo has been nominated and seconded, so we have Flick and Yahoo on the chopping block. Flick, do you want to add anything more to your defense? You already kind of gave.
Like I've already said like where I was leaning, like so like regardless of what happens here, like I think the village like has my information to use as they will, and like I don't know how helpful it's been, but I hope it helps. Yeah, I don't know. I just want to make sure I get the voting system right, because I think in one of these ones with the thing I actually voted myself out one night.
Please do that again.
Whoever defends first is up. The second person to defend is down, if that helps.
Yeah, so I would be down this time.
Are we done?
Sorry, did you have anything else to say, Yahoo?
I feel that I have. So what I am not a good werewolf because I am not good at like protecting my behavior, and I have gone for the gusto, tried to work everything. If you can't see that, then kill me. I will cry and I will turn my camera off so you don't have to see that disgrace.
Okay, and at that, we will vote. So yeah, it's going to be, if you want to kill Flick, vote up. If you want to kill a Yahoo, vote down. And we will vote in 3, 2, 1, vote. It is a tie, so nobody has died.
Wow.
And we go to, so actually, let me mute you guys. I'll give you guys your time to write anything down. All right, and once you're ready, go ahead and go to sleep. And I will ask that the villagers show me who you would like to protect. Thank you very much. And werewolves, who would you like to kill? Okay, thank you very much. And Lone Wolf, wake up. Would you like to redirect your kill? If so, you can show me a name. All right, thank you. And Troublemaker, wake up. Would you like to do a second kill today? Thank you very much. And you can go to sleep. All right, good morning, everybody. You wake up to find that Adam has died in the night.
Did everyone protect Chris?
I did.
Well, I
I'm not
kind of
sure it's a
assumed that
good
was what
idea
we
to
all sort of
say
doing.
that.
Well, I don't know if it
Well,
is.
they might
but
have been
it would be
going
good.
after Adam, knowing that Chris would be protected, but at the same time, if it's like, well, you might as
But
well
here's
try
the
to.
thing: if they didn't target Chris and we did protect Chris, we can still protect him tonight.
Yeah.
So we have to do that.
Well, we don't know if they got
Had
two
two
kills. Or not,
kills.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like if they got 2 kills, they already killed him, so it would be worthless to defend him again.
But then we'll know.
Right,
he'll
but we
define-
don't know
well,
that. But we don't know that. That's the thing.
We have to still do it, I think.
Right, until we know for sure.
Yeah, 'cause
but
they
we-
get 2
we have
kills.
to.
Yeah, they get 2 kills every time after that.
So then we
After
just
that,
have
so-
to do it until Chris dies.
Yes. Yes.
Which is most likely going to be tonight.
If they got
Unless
the 2
they went after
kills
someone
with the
else,
cub.
knowing that.
Well, they may have thought the classic like bodyguard thing where we don't go after them the first time because then they clearly won't go after them a second time. And there is that doubt because of the 2 kill possibility that maybe they did. So yeah, I think I like that.
Which would have meant Steve was the cub then.
Potentially.
I thought we had kind of figured that Steve was the cub earlier, like in the last.
Because we talked about Joseph being the cub too, right at the
No,
beginning.
we-
and then
we-
yeah,
protecting-
like I felt
Because
like
of certain-
Steve theory. Sorry, I felt
No.
Steve theory had more water.
No, well, because of certain situations, any one of them could have been the cub.
Yeah,
Literally.
yeah, that is
We
correct.
don't know.
There's no way to know.
Because
Right. Or
who
again-
died? Elliot died because they gonna con after Elliot and Adam, and if we all protected Adam, then Adam would not have died, and just Elliot died. So that
Right.
could have been.
And then you
Joseph's
also have the curse every single day that could have happened as well.
Yep.
You
Well,
always
no,
have that
because it would be
situation.
the yeah. That's true too. So they could have turned someone and then killed Elliot as well.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So we don't really know until we protect and they die, potentially. And that would be with Chris.
So Simon, what do you
Yeah.
think the odds are that you'll win as the lone wolf?
I think the odds are 0% that I will win as the lone wolf.
Since we found you out and you were going to kill you right now.
You're going to kill me.
Sorry,
Okay.
sorry. Where is like I know there was talk in the last
You-
time.
you've
I'm just
definitely-
wondering.
Definitely lost your powers.
Yes.
You're really high on my suspicion. I just.
Who, me?
No, Simon. I mean, I've
Simon
never
is too
seen
for
you
me.
sit back this
Simon
much.
has been quiet.
Yeah.
But then like.
And you know what?
Yeah.
But then
And you know what gave it away for me?
So like.
I'm sorry, Flick.
Sorry. I was just saying Yahoo has been a bit erratic, but then Simon has been quiet, and then I also have the slight suspicion with the lichens, and so.
Well, you know what threw me with Simon a little bit when he said, "Oh, I don't really play many games with this much talking." Dude, that's BS.
That was very strange.
That was BS. Come on.
you
Yeah,
guys
I
don't seem
played
to
in
realise
games.
that-
I played in games where you've talked over people.
I do talk over people, but they're usually games, as I say, with a certain few people who I tend to be very, very silly with. If you watch me in the Tom Vassal games, where it's a lot less of the Europeans, I don't talk anywhere near as much. And in this
It's so
one, it's
late and
been
you're tired.
yeah, that is
No,
also when I'm a lot tired, and it's sort of I'm a lot less jokey and a lot less talking. I don't do much talking because I am awful at finding werewolves. I
That is
apologise
true.
for that.
I will say I will confirm that with you. You are awful.
I am awful
At
at finding
finding
werewolves.
No.
And when I'm a werewolf, I am awful at being a werewolf, which is so generally I just try to have a laugh sort of thing. And then this one suddenly got not suddenly, it got very serious. And so I'm trying to be a bit more, trying very hard. To do it, take
So
it more
you're-
seriously.
You're saying you're bad
Hey,
for the
please
werewolf
don't-
team and
please
you're
don't-
bad for the village team?
Yes.
I
Please don't
would say
nominate. I
that
have
if
to use
you
the
are
restroom real
stuck
quick.
with a villager to kill and you don't know who to kill, I will probably help the village least because I don't think I've ever got down to a final 3, but I could probably guarantee that in the final 3 I would make the wrong decision. Yeah.
All right. Do we have any nominations?
Is
You're
Yahoo
muted, Grill.
asleep?
Grill, you're
Okay,
muted.
okay.
Oh, you muted.
Almost.
Just checking.
Almost.
Adam was killed tonight. Do you think it was because he was on the right track? or is it just random?
I assumed he was good, which is why they killed him.
Yeah, like Adam was on my I thought Adam was a villager.
Yeah.
Like Adam was on my good list.
And I did notice his voting was weird, which makes me think it might have been a quirk of voting up, down, up, down, up. I didn't keep track of it, unfortunately, but
I think he was.
I thought it was weird.
I had to kill Adam because he was onto me.
Exactly.
Many a true word.
Okay, so
Welcome
Chef's
back,
dead?
Chef. We've already voted. You died.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh no, he's kidding.
I'm kidding. Okay. Do we have any nominations?
Okay, I'll just, for the sake of it, I'll nominate Ayahu.
Yahoo has been nominated. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, Yahoo has been put onto the chopping block. Do we have a second nomination for the day?
Do I get to pick who I'm up against? That's what we typically do.
If you want.
I will nominate Grow.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I
That
didn't
makes sense.
nominate. I was gonna nominate Simon, but then you had to come in there and nominate me. And if anybody is above reproach, it should be me, in my mind.
So your nomination is based off of spite and not because you really suspect her?
No, I suspect Simon, her, and Alex, and I don't know what order to go in.
Okay.
I think Simon might be the lone wolf, but who even knows? Basically, I have my list of people that are definitely not it, and then there's the people that, and so I have called out Grow multiple times if you haven't noticed.
Yeah.
Okay, do we have a second for Grow?
Johnny, you have to. You said
I'll second. Yeah,
up again.
I'll second.
Okay, and Yahoo and Grow have both been nominated. So Yahoo, give your defense.
I am not a werewolf. I have not changed. So in Magic, I play red, which is the color of gambling, and that's how I play my games. I'm fast and chaotic, and if things go well, it's awesome, and if they go poorly, they fall apart quickly. And I feel like the game started out pretty good, and we're kind of stalling out here. So hopefully you don't blunder and kill me.
And Grow, your defense.
Yes, I'm just a villager. Nothing special, so it's not that you're gonna lose a lot by killing me. But I still think Ayahu is being suspicious. I think Adam thought he was suspicious, and then Adam suddenly was killed. And I think he keeps on trying to drag the game his way, and we're losing villagers.
I'm definitely trying to control the game because I'm a villager and I want to kill werewolves, of which I thought you were one.
And at that, we are going to vote. And thumbs up if you would like to kill Yahoo. Thumbs down if you'd like to kill Grow. Everyone's ready. And we will vote on 3, 2, 1, vote.
That's it.
Yep, that is enough. Yahoo has died, and Yahoo was a villager. And everyone, you can, before we go to sleep, write down your names. Okay, and looks like everyone is asleep. So we will start with the villagers. Who would you like to protect? Thank you. Werewolves, wake up. Who would you like to target? Okay, thank you very much. And Lone Wolf, wake up. Would you like to redirect your kill? If so, just write the name of who else you'd like to kill. Okay, thank you. Troublemaker, wake up. Would you like to have an extra nomination today? Okay, thank you. And at that, everyone can wake up. And to everyone's surprise, Chris has died. and feel free to make nominations.
Does that mean Steve was the cub then?
Possibly.
I assume we all protected Chris the previous night.
Now that's lining up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that lines up now.
Can I say I'm really sorry?
I assume the troublemaker's probably dead.
Jeff, you're the only one that I trust at the moment. You're the most clear to me. Just letting you know
too.
that.
Isn't it really where the two Lycans are the most cleared? Right.
I do like how Lycans can come out there, and Lycans know in this game. I like that.
So
We haven't killed any non-wolves that Chris named, right? Or we haven't killed any wolves that Chris has not named, right?
Right. Correct. No, we have not.
So we have at least 2, probably 3 wolves left.
So like, I just want to go back a step here because like, Yahoo had been shifty all game. But Yahoo was a villager and named Grow, Johnny, and Simon, I think.
Yeah.
Like, I voted the way I did because like, I thought Grow had some points, but then when Yahoo was a villager, I was like, well, I haven't got a polite way for like what I felt. So like, I'm wondering whether or not it'd be worth just like taking a second just to maybe have a think on that just before we like, because like we don't have a lot of options here because like if Chris is dead, that means there's like 2 kills a night. So like we're fast tracked.
Yeah. And do we wait? How about this now? Excuse me. Do we have a troublemaker? Do we have a troublemaker still?
I don't.
I highly doubt it. I think that was Adam. That was my guess.
Well, could he be in a bot and a troublemaker? I don't think
thought
Adam
the bot was. It was an attribute, not a role.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that's the case, we could save you tonight and go from there. So.
Because I think
Alex, you're muted.
Might have been.
But we had 2 votes yesterday, didn't we?
Right.
No.
So that means.
Did we?
We only had
Did
1.
We only had 1.
We had 1. Yeah, no, only 1.
We only have
Okay.
1.
Getting confused.
I'm not 100%
Oh, that's right.
sure.
Sorry.
I think we only did 1 though.
Yeah, we did do 1.
It was Grow and a Yahoo, so it was 1
Yeah.
vote.
Okay.
So I think today a good bet is put up Simon and Grow.
I only don't trust Grow because I just haven't heard a lot from it. I haven't seen like much participation in helping the village, but I also know what it's like to be the new player. So there's this like bubble of grace of, oh man, I'd hate to eliminate you just because of, like first time. But
yeah, but then they
I've
also
been
slip
burned
under
by
the wolves.
people. Yeah.
Hey, as a new player, she's played pretty long. Just
Yeah.
FYI.
It is true. It is true. Yeah.
I will say, if I wasn't me, I would have put me up for nomination now. That was a pretty crappy move. I really, really, really thought he was a werewolf.
Because was it so it was Grow, Johnny, and Simon, and we can only put 2 up for the thing. So like, if everyone gets a go before we like start doing nominations, because like I feel like I want to hear from those 3 just because Iaki had pointed the finger that direction.
We pointed fingers at everybody but Sean and Chef.
Yeah.
Because you were on the list and Alex was also on the list. But
Yeah, but I mean like in the final bit, those were the 3 specific names that were pointed.
Okay.
That's what I mean. It's not like I'm saying that he's right.
Right,
I'm
yeah,
saying
yeah.
That because like when it turned out that he was a villager, maybe he was onto something, and maybe Grow threw him under the bus because he was onto something. That kind of a that's kind of where I'm thinking at the minute. But
And if it's any one of those names, they decide to get rid of him because they didn't want to keep him around to bring suspicion.
Yeah.
Multiple days. So yeah.
Well, who voted for Yahoo?
I voted for Yahoo, but that was because Yahoo has been quite erratic.
Okay.
And like I thought Grow made a good point, and like the change in play was the key sticking point for me in my vote. That was it. But then turned out Yahoo was a villager, and so that kind of flipped on its head. And then I'm looking at Grow now. So
If they get 2 kills tonight,
I don't think the village.
and there's 2 wolves left, there's at least 2 wolves because we haven't killed
well, no, there's a we think
the
like,
lone or
there's
the
two,
wolf
but there's
man.
also a
Well, we
curse
don't know. We could have. We could have
There could
killed
be
the
three.
Wolfman.
But isn't there
Well,
a first as well?
No,
So
because
like-
we haven't
couldn't
killed.
have-
We killed everybody on Chris's list.
Everybody on
and
Chris's
so
list
we
has
haven't
been
killed
killed.
anybody not on Chris's list that came out that was a wolf.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
so
So I thought the curse
too.
got killed and then became a werewolf.
they will. So
That's
there's
true.
at least
Oh, there's
two,
three.
potentially three.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Potentially
thinking.
three.
And that's like worst case scenario. The other option is that Lone Wolf is still in play and is starting to pick off other wolves.
Oh
as they
yeah,
get
that'd be
lower
the
in
best.
number.
Yeah.
So if Lone Wolf is in play, we probably have 2 more days, like a day after this. But if not, then
We
If the
we
lone
need to
wolf
hit a
killed
wolf
the
today.
wolf, man.
yeah.
We need to hit a wolf today.
I don't know.
I
who
trust Sean and Chef again. There's not much.
Oh,
I nominate Trey.
seconds.
All right, and Trey has immediately died.
Yeah.
Johnny, I want to trust you,
You
but
turn your
you're
camera off, Trey.
really good. So
I'm a villager.
I just seen you play
Joseph called
really
me out at the
well.
beginning. Again, that's not a great
I
defense
know, he
either,
did the
but
same to me, and I figured by him adding in Jamie, I thought that was him trying to do like the mind game. Like it was kind of an afterthought of, I might as well provide some cover since I'm gonna come out as a werewolf. So that made me not suspicious of you, but when we're down to this few people, I just
But like,
consider
there's
it.
also the fact that Joseph tends to throw werewolves under the bus, so that also raises like a little question mark.
yeah, and I think he did that with Jamie.
Yeah, like that is something
But-
Joseph does, but like then
It's would he throw more than one werewolf under the bus? I definitely know he throws werewolves under the bus. I don't know if he would do. It might be a Joseph thing to do to throw more than one werewolf, but I don't know.
We need to put 2 werewolves up on the chopping block. That's
That would be nice. I'm gonna nominate Simon. I think
Simon's been
he made
nominated.
one.
Is there a second for Simon? Simon has been seconded. All right, we have Simon on the chopping block. Do we have a second nomination for today?
Well, I think since I've been nominated, I'd like to have a go at nominating someone, but I want to hear more from Alex because he's sort of gone under the radar for quite a bit, and he's one of the other ones that's claiming basic villager. So just before I do any more, I'll hear from him.
Simon, the only way that you can nominate is if you're a villager.
Okay. Well, I will hear from Alex and then I will nominate somebody. Okay.
No, for anybody else, I think I'm in the same boat as Grow that, yeah, I can see people being suspicious of me. So far, I'm seconding Simon because that was a Yahoo's top suspicion and he was a villager. So going by his cues, me, I would say after Simon, I kind of thought when a Yahoo and Flick tied and neither got killed, I almost thought I saw them both secretly smiling, but Yahoo's a villager, so that probably doesn't mean a lot. Other than that, I've got no clues.
Okay. So I'm just going to go through it all. This. Oh, sorry, go on, Chef. Okay. Sort of in order of my least sort of suspicious, I'm least suspicious of Chef. Sean, as a Lycan, everyone seems to trust him. I kind of think that he would naturally, right from the start, when he was called out, say he was a Lycan, and everything he's done has been consistent with that. So either he's been very consistently lying, or he is telling the truth. So he's my second least suspect. Then I suppose you've got your Flick and your Alex, who have been quiet villagers. I don't know. So I think it's either Johnny or Grow that I would. I don't know. I'll nominate Grow.
Okay, and Grow has been nominated. Is there a second for that?
I wanted to talk for one moment here that if we really think Simon is a werewolf, he would throw somebody that he doesn't think is a werewolf up against him.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Unless he's the lone wolf, then it would benefit him.
So wait, hang on. What is the lone wolf's
Because he'd
power?
get 2
How would
kills
that
then.
benefit?
Or even if
he
he's
has
a
to be the only
regular,
wolf.
Or if I'm not a werewolf.
I
if
suppose,
he
yeah,
would-
the Wolfman and the Lone Wolf know who each other are now. Well, potentially. Well, yeah, because they
Yeah,
know who
they
the
do.
curse was.
Yeah.
So they would know. So potentially, would the Wolfman want to kill the Lone Wolf right now?
Out of spite.
Yeah, so
The
they're big on.
Wolfman.
Lone
Oh
Wolf.
yeah, they would know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because there's
there's
only
only
the two
two.
left, and then the curse would have popped up if there is a cursed, and
Yeah.
then
They would know.
they would know
I
who the
would
curse
say
was.
they only want to kill the wolf man if the curse is around. If the curse doesn't come up yet, they wouldn't want to kill the wolf.
So we have potentially 2 werewolves that want to outnumber the village at the end of tonight. We have
Yep.
1 werewolf that wants to eliminate a werewolf tonight so that they can continue being the last one alive. And then we've got a couple villagers just trying to figure this out.
Yeah, let me ask Colton. I don't remember which wolves you said Merlin would see and would not see. He would not see the Wolfman.
Or the Lone Wolf.
Merlin did not see Wolfman or Lone Wolf.
Okay.
He saw
Double
werewolves
checking.
and lichens and the wolf cub.
Is it okay? I have the link that you put in the chat, I think, or in the group. I think if I give the link here, I think people can access it because it's quite clear with what the roles are, and I've had it open at the same time just for.
It just says that Merlin will see most of the werewolves.
Yeah, there's
And then in the top
one or
part it says
two, I think,
does not register.
Does not register. Okay.
That's why it derailed us.
There's going to be 2 kills tonight. Well, potentially, because we still can
So if
potentially
we
protect.
We can start
We
protecting
killed 3
somebody.
wolves that were all on Chris's list, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the only 2 people left are Sean and Chef, which I think are the Lycan.
But then we have the issue of the cursed, or have we ruled that out? Because that
I think someone's turned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
because that would make it 3, wouldn't it?
Yep.
And
I think
that's not great.
The 3 that we've killed were all on Chris's list, it must be the Wolf Cub and 2 regular wolves, right?
Yeah. No.
That were killed.
The ones that were killed, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
How many do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4.
7.
Simon, what's your reasoning on grow? It seemed like you were just kind of rationalizing a shot in the dark, but do you have anything?
So my reasoning on grow is, as I say, Chef and you are the most cleared. Then that leaves the village people who are claiming villagers: Grow, Alex, Johnny, and Flick. I wanted to hear from Alex because I hadn't heard from him. I wasn't too suspicious of Flick. I might be stupid, but I always go for my one thing about Flick, which she knows about, that she hasn't. She might deliberately not be saying it, but she hasn't said it to make me suspicious.
I'm confused.
In my defense, I genuinely do get
said it
confused.
yet.
I think
So we do need a second nomination.
When Damien's running, I literally have a little graphic
Keep this
of the
moving
thumb
along.
up, thumb down thing. It's
Yeah. Sorry, but I nominated, and then it was Grow or Johnny as a werewolf.
Oh, that's right. Were you guys giving your defense? I'm sorry. I'm in space now.
Yeah, and nobody seconded Grow.
No, you.
Grow. I nominated Grow. Nobody seconded.
She wasn't seconded. Okay. So do we have another nomination then? It's still just Simon on the chopping block.
I'll nominate Grow.
Why didn't you second my nomination?
Well, because Sean wanted to hear people talk, and so I let him.
Okay. Grow's been nominated. Is there a second for that?
Simon.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, so Simon and Grow have been put on the chopping block. Give a quick defense here.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess I always seem suspicious when I talk. I don't know what I can do to make myself less suspicious. I am a villager. Suspicious of Grow, Johnny. I don't know much more. Yeah. Let's see what happens. We do need to kill a werewolf, I think. That's not me.
Okay, Grow, your defense.
Yes. Well, I'm definitely not a werewolf. I don't know about my suspicions because after being so wrong with Yahoo, I'm kind of trying to just go with the flow with what people are saying. So people think Simon's the werewolf, I'll try and vote for him. I'm just a villager.
Okay, and at that we will vote. Simon was first. If you want to vote up, if you would like to kill Simon. Down, if you would like to kill Ro. And everyone's ready. Vote in 3, 2, 1. Vote. We are unanimous. Simon has died. And Simon was, in fact, a werewolf. And the game goes on.
Shit.
All right, you guys can take your moment to write down any names of people you would like to protect or kill or however you want to do it. All right, everyone go to sleep. And villagers, show me the name of the person you would like to protect. Okay, thank you. And werewolves, wake up. Who would you like to kill tonight? Thank you very much. And Lone Wolf, would you like to redirect the kill for today? If so, just write the name of the person you would like to kill. Okay, thank you. Troublemaker, would you like to do an extra nomination today? Okay, thank you. And good morning, everybody. You wake up to find that Sean and Chef have died.
Okay. Well, if there's 2 wolves, we'd be dead.
So hang on, explain that to me? If there was 2 wolves.
If there's 2 wolves, the game would be over because it'd be 2 versus 2 right now.
Oh right, okay, yeah, no, I'm following
And
your
so-
thing. I thought you meant in regards to the kills, and I was all.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Yeah,
No. So then, and they will get 2 kills tonight, unless potentially could protect for 1 kill, and then that would be 3 surviving. You're muted, Alex.
Can't protect.
So it's not
There's
necessarily done
three
after this
villagers
day.
left alive necessarily. You have to have more than 3 villagers left alive. So I think we've only got 3.
And I don't know if the curse is turned.
Yeah, because if the curse is turned, then it's actually.
There should be another wolf here then, because
But wait, hang on. If just checking here, if the village kills the curse, do they turn into a werewolf? Would that be an automatic loop?
no. If we invite him out, so Yahoo could have been the cursed, and then
Okay. I was
we
just
killed
thinking
him, and then he never turned. So
I just
yeah.
want to be really careful right now.
So I think we either only have it's either the Wolfman or the Lone Wolf. I think that's left. I don't think. Well, if someone is cursed, then they'll die tonight potentially, and then turn and win with the wolves. But
Well, if there's only 1 wolf left, if we execute them, we win. If not, we
lose.
Yeah.
But we still can potentially win if we protect the person, one of the kills that the wolf's trying to do. Because then it would be only 1 kill, and then it would be 2 versus 1 at that point.
How do you protect?
As the village?
There's got to be 3 villagers left alive.
Oh, is that what? Okay.
So if we lynch one of the villagers.
Okay, yeah, never mind then. I
this
forgot
is-
that you need 3. If less than 3, they lose the village. Well, it says less than. Oh, right. So yeah, because we'd lose 1 now. Yeah. Never mind.
Is it okay to say who I protected and maybe like my reasoning on it, or?
I think so. I protected you.
Yeah, because I protected you because was it Grow? The thing is, right, and I'm probably just stuck on it, but when Grow pushed for a Yahoo and then the Yahoo turned out to be a villager, for some reason that stuck with me, and And then Yahoo had pointed the finger at Grow, and so I don't know. We're at kind of like any wrong decision is.
No, and we should have protected Chef and Sean, knowing that
Yeah,
they
'cause
know
we-
that
we
they're
knew
good.
that they were good. So
Yeah.
I protected
yeah, like
Sean.
Well, then that was a majority. If you two protected Sean, then that should have been a protection for Sean, because that would have been 2-1-1. Therefore, one of you is lying.
Am I allowed to show my
one of
notes
them is
or-
No, don't show it. But
Okay.
But if one of them is a werewolf, sorry, I'm awful at maths, so hang on. 2, Sean.
oh, right. Yeah. So
Yeah,
if
no.
they both say Sean, well, then it would have been a 3-way tie. If I did you, you did me, and then one of them did Sean, then that would have been a 3-way tie.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get the maths right in my head here. Because
Chef did. So
Yeah. Was the Lycans also able to vote?
right. They
can-
Oh, because they would have voted too.
Right.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we haven't got their votes, so that kind
Yes.
of makes it difficult to.
That also.
But wasn't there something with that if you had a role you were not allowed to vote?
I don't think so.
I clarified that what would it be, the Merlin troublemaker and the beholder wouldn't be voting,
Right.
but
Okay.
the Lycans were essentially just villagers that were
Yeah, they were
harried.
villagers
Yeah.
that got a vote.
They just look like wolves to Merlin.
Yes.
Well, if they did, they would have had to have done other people then, because Chef and Sean would not have protected each other. Otherwise, Sean would have been a majority, because that would have been 2 for Sean
Yes.
for sure.
I don't know if we're going to get anywhere trying to figure out who voted for what right now.
Grow is on my list
Why-
right now, but
why
Yeah,
didn't
Grow
any
is
of
on
you
my list.
vote for
Like
them?
I, the thing is, I can't be sure.
I no.
Because like I know we said earlier that like newbies are usually the werewolves, and I feel bad going because like I feel like we've gone very meta from the very start of the game with the whole Joseph thing. But just at this point, like I'm really, I'm still kicking myself over having not done the Elliot thing the other game, and so like I just don't want to make the same mistake again here and like, you know, accidentally make the werewolves win. So I don't know. Alex, you haven't really spoken.
Well, the only thing I've noticed socially was that when Simon and Grow were up against each other, Grow I thought was a little more distressed than she had been before. Like perhaps it was a lone wolf versus one of the other wolves. But again, that's just a social read, nothing more.
I'll nominate Grow.
Grow has been nominated. Is there a second? I don't know if we should need.
I'll second. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we can say we need seconds. I don't know how to do the final 4. I haven't moderated a game this long. Okay, so Grow has been put in the chopping block. Is there another nomination, or we need another nomination?
See, I don't know here because like
I'm not 100%, but I mean, based on other things, I can go up as the other one again. I don't want to, but
no, because we have to really
Wouldn't it at
we
least
can't
make
just
sense?
willy-nilly like unless like I am feeling like it could be Grow, but like I want to be careful here and not just sort of throw someone up against Grow just willy-nilly. I want to be really careful in our decision on that.
You don't want to tie.
Oh,
But
right.
you said that. I said that I voted Sean. Alex said he voted Sean. One of us is lying.
No, but
Well,
all-
Sean and
we
Chris's
don't- we
votes would have affected that as well.
Yeah,
like you
we
were
don't
saying.
know
So
what
that
their
is very
vote was.
harder. It's much harder to determine based
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah, of course.
It's kind of guesswork. So like we went down that road and then I kind of not factored in their votes for some reason, and then I realized that the maths isn't really adding up. So like I think we were kind of going down a red herring there just a bit.
If we had done a round robin, would we all be safe?
No one
Actually,
would
that's
have
a
been
good
safe. I'm pretty sure.
something for a future game. Let's settle who's going
Just to clarify how the protecting works, because
which way the werewolves are lying.
Spectator asked me a clarifying question, but it had to be 50%, so it had to be a majority. So if there was an even number of villagers that were protecting, that does not count. That'd be 33%.
Okay.
Got it.
It had to be, if there was, 6, like you're saying, it would have to be exactly 3 and 3.
Okay.
No, I'm not gonna get anywhere with this, but I think Flick has been really suspicious. You were all like,
thought so
"Oh,
too,
I
but...
don't know, and I don't know, and oh, and I'm so confused." And I've not played before, but I've seen video, and
I said I was confused
when you're a werewolf.
on the votes and clarified. That
No,
was it.
you've said it several times that you were not confused, but along the lines of confused.
No, because I linked the thing in the group because I've been following with the actual guide. It's just the voting system that I got stuck on.
Mm. Yeah, but you thought, oh, I don't know, maybe it's not good, maybe bad, maybe not, maybe there's been a lot of maybe.
I do feel like this is following me from one game, and it's a little unfair. Like I get it because like Simon does bring it up all the time and in group, but at the same time, like one instance of confusion does not make.
Yeah, but I need to hang on to something. I know I get
that because you're on the chopping block at the minute. I get that. I just want to be really careful with where we're throwing our votes around because like if you were the werewolf, I can see why you would try to throw someone else under a bus
But I actually don't think it really matters. I think we've already lost because you've all three said that you're most suspicious of me, and I'm a villager. So it doesn't really matter who we put up. We've already lost.
Well, no, like nothing is actually determined at this point because we haven't got a second person. We're just feeling things out at the minute. Yeah. So like this could take a while because like we're not really sure.
Shouldn't. We should have another nomination.
Or not a while, apparently.
Colton has a second game soon.
Johnny and Flick, are you second most suspicious of me? Is that it?
The only person that's really standing out for me was Gro. And like the thing is, going back to when Gro voted, nominated Yahoo, and then Yahoo mentioned Johnny and Simon and Gro, I think. But then like I feel like Johnny's good. I'm not sure about you, Alex, but like the thing is, my suspicion is on Gro. That's the only one that I feel slightly confident about. But like because we're at this particular point, I don't want to say that I'm 100% confident.
Sure.
That's I mean, regardless of who's up, I have to vote for against Gro or with Gro or whatever the terminology would be there.
That's how it's happened. We already lost.
Then it doesn't seem to matter. It's either if Gro's the wolf, we win. If not, we village loses, right?
So do we have a second nomination?
I did the first one of you three.
Press the button and do the vote. Put me up if you want.
Here's the thing: are we all on the same page that we think it's Gro? Because if that's the case, it doesn't matter who you put up against. But because
then I'll nominate Flick.
Okay, Flick's been nominated. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, perfect. And so Gro and Flick, I'll give you guys a quick minute to give your defense, and then we will vote.
Gro, you're first.
Gro, go ahead.
Yeah,
sorry, you're first.
Course. I'm a villager. I think I've said that quite a lot of times this evening. I only have a suspicion on Flick, and it's not even a strong one, but it's the best I got, and I know we're all gonna lose if you vote me out. So, please don't vote for me. Yes.
Okay, Flick, your defense.
So like, my most suspicion is on Gro. Johnny and Alex are a bit like, I don't know. If I had to say as someone against Gro, I'd say Alex just because I'm at this point. But like my money is on Gro, and like I feel really bad because you're a newbie as well. and I feel like maybe you're just throwing me under the bus to kind of like protect yourself, and like I get it, but I don't know. It's just I've not really got to this point in the game before, and I'm just conscious that like the win or lose is very much in this, and I want to be really careful on the decision that's made. So like I feel like it's Grow, but like I don't want to be responsible for like the village losing.
Okay, and at that we will start our vote. So everyone have your hands ready.
If it's Alex or me, we already lost.
So what's the...
And voting up is if you want to kill Grow, down if you would like to kill Flick. Okay, everyone's ready. 3, 2, 1, vote. All right, and at that, Grow has died, and like she predicted, the village team has lost. Grow was a villager, and Flick, our remaining werewolf, would have killed both of you in the night.
Sorry, Grow.
And
well
I
done.
gave
my estimated
her
time for Blood in the
nomination.
Clock Tower start time was pretty close.
Good job, Flick.
Thank you.
Sorry, you didn't really get to play
Sorry,
with your
Grow.
with your system, Joseph. I was a little disappointed. You're so excited to play it, and then you just died.
That was my own fault, but I did some. I tried something, and it was funny, and I might have, if I had caught Adam there and he was Merlin, that would have been really cool. But yeah.
Elliot just pulled it out of nowhere.
Yeah. Oh well.
I really didn't know which way that was
The
going to
laugh
go.
in the
'Cause then it just
background.
came down to werewolves and villagers, and so.
I just
thought that was
agreed.
going to be too quick.
I think I did a good job because like all through the game people have been mentioning my name, and I did cause confusion, which was my goal. So.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, but that wasn't your job, Gwami.
It's always Gwami's job.
Joseph is after Gwami's job.
Can you tell us who everybody was? Maybe
Sorry, Steve.
everyone else is
I couldn't
working
hear
out.
really
Steve
quick.
there.
Yeah, mute everyone first.
What did you say, Steve?
Hold on, let me mute so I can go over
Oh.
the roles. So we have obviously Chris was our Merlin, Adam our troublemaker. We had Gwami the Beholder, which I don't know why you guys are surprised that he was just causing chaos and lying about who the actual Merlin was. I was worried that Chris was gonna like fold and be like, all right, Gwami's the Wolfman or something. We have Elliot, Grow, Jugan. Yahoo was our cursed villager. The rest were just villagers up until then. Sean was a Lycan. Where am I at? Oh yeah, Gwami was also a bot. He had to say somebody he was suspicious of, but when I had a mute for Elliot's defense, he was just my suspicion, a Yahoo on his thing, which I was like, yeah, that's fine. Simon was the lone wolf. Steve the wolf cub bot, who had to question why the werewolves killed the person they did in the morning. So every morning he'd wake up, he'd say, oh, why do you think they targeted him? Which, if anything, I thought was just a good conversation starter each day. I feel like helped progress the day rather than just sitting there. Just, anyways, Chef was also a Lycan. We have Alex was a villager, Felicity the Wolfman, and Johnny a villager.
Chris was Merlin. Who was Beholder?
Gwami. He didn't lie. He just lied about who
who he
Merlin
was. Okay.
Yeah.
Let Steve speak now because he got.
All I said is early in the chat, they gave it to the villagers and Flick did it great.
You might want to put your mic down. You're coming through like a tin.
Yeah.
Your mic's sticking way up in the air.
Steve. Your mic, Steve?
Yeah.
On your headset?
Bring it
No,
down.
on your
so we
headset.
can hear you.
Okay, I gotta figure out.
On your left ear.
You'd reach up and then you pull it down.
Right here. Your mic. There. No, not so close. There you
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was having trouble with my headset. I said
Hey, that sounds better.
The chat was saying that the village had this game won early on, and Flick did a great job. Saved us werewolves.
Yeah.
No, to be fair, I was on the village team. I rooted for Flick the whole time, so I was the only one rooting for Flick.
You guys managed to just pick off all the werewolves without like any input from Chris, and so what his info is actually pretty irrelevant. It just kind of pseudo cleared the Lycans, which is the most people you trusted the most, which I just thought was the funniest thing.
That was weird.
Oh, I did too. Yeah, I was like, the most trusted people in the village are the two Lycans. How the hell did
But I
that
think
happen?
I did like the way that aspect worked. That the Lycans knew they were the Lycans. They knew
I
they
do
were
like
seen.
being able to come out as a Lycan. So if I were a wolf, I would have come out as a Lycan.
Exactly. I was curious if somebody day one was going to say, guys, I'm a Lycan. I know that they saw me.
And I was definitely suspicious of Flick before I died, and I thought for sure, Alex, we were going to nail it right there when you said, oh, she smiled when they tied, and I thought for sure you had it, and I was like,
be
oh no.
honest, I've never tied before, so I think it was more just the humor of the moment, of the fact that like neither of us were eliminated.
It was the way you smiled.
They were smiling at each other, with each other.
I will say my favorite part was when I called out Flick, and then I died the next night. But then she was very, very insistent on talking about who a Yahoo had talked about when he died.
And she did
nobody brought back up the fact that I had put up Flick and then immediately died, but nobody else. And she made sure that it was focused on who a Yahoo had talked about.
Done a good job.
Breathe in. Look into these eyes. Subscribe to the channel. Now, exhale.